Our leaders got confused, so we are all leaders now. They told us there was nothing we could do. They were wrong. When we tell ourselves there's nothing we can do, we are wrong. We are all making the soup. We are all eating. We are all weaving the cloth. We are all wearing. These are the words written by Herbert and Paloma Pavel. And I've heard them a few weeks ago when someone read this little poem from the book The Word That Reconnects. And especially the first two lines touched me, which says that our leaders got confused, so we are leaders now. And I see in these words an invitation to stand up and become leaders. Stand up and take action and initiative in order to solve and contribute to the improvement of the multitude of crises that are in this time of the earth. Sometimes I get really scared and I say to myself that there's nothing I can do, that the crises are so big, that destruction of the environment of the earth is so big that we have lost the battle. And when I feel all this, I hear these kind of poems that speak to me that we are leaders, and that when we tell to ourselves that there's nothing we can do, we are actually wrong. So I want to share these words with you as a reminder and an invitation that we need to stand up, that we need to find a personal cause that is making us feel alive, that is coming from our passions, from our gifts, from our deep values, and become leaders, become initiators, become people that are problem solvers and bring an improvement in that area of the life. There is a collective awakening that is happening all over the world, and it's great to witness it, and it's great to feel that somehow there is a momentum and that we are awakening collectively. And at the same time, I feel that we need to do much more. I hear very often in Romania, the country where I live, people being so disappointed by what's happening in the country, being disappointed by the politicians, by the what different politicians do, and we are entitled to be disappointed. But at the same time, we don't need to fall into despair and apathy, because this is the opposite of what we need to do and what the world needs and what the society needs. So we need to stand up and activate ourselves and see that, yes, I want to do something. Richard Rohr, one of the spiritual leaders that I deeply admire and I connect with, says that life is hard. The first Buddhist truth is that life is suffering. And having these ideas in mind, of course, changing a society, changing a system takes tremendous efforts and takes time and takes collective actions. But there's no other way around. We really need to stand up and act and do our part. Jim Rohn, an American inspirational leader, says that the moment we leave childhood and become adults is the moment in which we take full responsibility. And I believe that very often a large amount of society is blocked in this childish mindset in which we wait for the heroes to come and solve our collective problems, and we wait for paternal and maternal figures, shapes of leaders to come and improve a situation. But that's a way of having a childish mindset. So we need to take full responsibility and say, yes, life is hard, yes, it's gonna take a lot of effort to change something. Of course, there's big disappointment. Of course, I would like things to be differently. But surprisingly, they're not. So we need to find our cause, and we need to lead in a certain area of our life, in our communities. I really like what J.F. Kennedy said. Do not ask what America can do for you, but ask what you can do for America. So regardless of, all the things that are known or unknown about JFK, I think this is a very paradigm shifting saying and quote. And I feel that we very often in Romania wait for Romania to do something for us. We are entitled to receive, good educational system. We are entitled to receive good conditions. Of course, there is a lot of corruption in Romania and everywhere in the world. But we also need to ask ourselves, what can I do for this country, for this community I live in, for the society in general? And it's a way of taking full responsibility. It's a way of seeing that we play a role, that we are leaders, just as the poem from the beginning of the video is saying. So I want to end this video with another poem that again touches me deeply and activates this spirit of leader within me. And this is from the poem called Hieroglyphic Stairway, written by Drew Dellinger. And it goes like this. It's 3:23 in the morning and I am awake because my great-great-grandchildren won't let me sleep. My great-great-grandchildren ask me in dreams, what did you do while the planet was plundered? What did you do when the earth was unraveling? Surely you did something when the season started failing, as the mammals, reptiles, birds were all dying. Did you fill the streets with protests when democracy was stolen? What did you do once you knew? So I believe that if you're watching this video, you know about what's happening in the world. So the question now is, what did you do? What did I do? What did we do collectively? Personally, I choose to dedicate myself to education, to personal development, to the healing of people and to their empowerment, guiding them to find themselves, to find their authentic selves, to find who they are and go and manifest that. Because this is what the world needs. The world needs people who are healed, people who are in touch with their gifts and offer them to the world. So I'm inviting you to find your gifts, find your passions, and use them as a tool for helping the world become a better place. You may love teaching. Go and teach people. You may love cooking. Teach others about healthy eating and food. You may love sports. You may want to organize an event through which you empower and encourage others to have active lifestyles. You may love politics. Go and engage in a political group in your community and initiate some citizenship actions. There are so many ways. And above all, be a positive, constructive presence for those around you. Albert Einstein said that we will not solve the problems with the same consciousness that have created them. So we need to expand our consciousness in order to come up with innovative solutions that will heal and help the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. We are all leaders. Let's act as leaders. I'm Bogdan Romanica, a nature-based human development guide from Romania. And if you felt connected with the words that I've shared, with the values that I have here in my heart, feel free to consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Share this video with your community of friends and colleagues, and let's play our part in the great turning. Thank you so much. Have a great day.